Hey, everybody out there in Houston, Texas, you're hearing that familiar song, which means it's 8 p.m. on Monday night, which also means it's time for Effin Rager. Hey, everybody, this is your host, Connor Clifton, joined as always by Ned Gale. Ned.
Oh, hello.
How the heck are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling kind of winded right now.
Yeah, we had to run to the station.
we were almost late. It was bad.
Yeah, we were physically running. I haven't done that in a while. All right, let's get to the meat of the matter. Ned, how was your freaking weekend?
My weekend was fantastic.
Yeah?
I had shows every night of the weekend, as did you, except for Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
and we raged every night, despite what my body was telling me.
I still performed on Saturday. I did karaoke.
Ah, yes.
At a funeral, but I did karaoke. All right. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no. So Thursday night we did Faking It with Kelly Juneau.
That's right.
It was a fantastic show.
Oh, it went over like gangbusters, baby.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with gangbusters, but they do hot. So as we did that, and then Friday night we had an Effin Rager stage show, an Effin Stager possibly, let's call it.
Yeah, Effin Stager with Don't Tell My Wife, the improv troupe that works out of a Station Theater.
Yeah.
They were great. It was
they were
really
awesome.
Fun time.
Yeah. And then Saturday night I did Gay Shame Parade,
That's
Bob's
right.
show.
Yeah.
That was a blast. It was great. I don't get to do stand up often, and it was fun.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then Sunday.
Oh, we took it easy, but we also had our community potluck.
That's
and
true.
You made some delicious fried chicken.
No, stop. Yeah, no, it was great. It was really fun to do that and make chicken that everybody loved. Look, I'm very proud of my fried chicken recipe. If you want to know what I put in it, what I put in the batter, you got to try it first. I'm not giving it away for free. You got to at least try it. Let's see. One of the big party moments. Look, after Faking It, we went out for my birthday and had some drinks, and we definitely raged until 4 a.m.
Oh, we effing raged. Yeah.
My God, a lot of the performers from Faking It showed up. Maria, friend of the show, showed up. A lot of friends of the show showed up. It was such a fun.
A lot of
night.
just friends of life too.
That's true.
You know,
That's
just
true.
friends in general, in and out of the show.
Yeah.
Although in the show is all that matters.
Yeah.
This is our
At least right now. But no, for anyone who came out, if you're listening right now, I want to thank you very much. I had a really nice birthday. It was very pleasant. And you better do it up next year because I'll be 30. Whoa. And that'll be my time. Okay, so before we, the weekend's over, Ned, how was your Monday? How you feeling about your Monday?
My Monday wasn't so bad. Easy day. No traffic today.
No traffic. No traffic at all. All the cars stayed off the road, and we got to go all on our own. It was weird. It felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. It was as if everyone who commutes in Houston was taking part in some kind of performance art piece. And speaking of performance art, your guest tonight is a performance artist known as Evan McCarley. Hey, Evan, how the heck are you?
I'm doing much better than I was yesterday. I was very sick.
Yeah, you said you weren't feeling too great.
No, but here we are. 14 hours of sleep will do the body good, y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got at one point this weekend I slept for maybe like 11 hours, and oh boy.
Sunday night I slept, or Sunday morning. No, it was night by the time I woke up. Yeah. I slept in.
Okay, Evan. Where do you want to start? I mentioned performance artists, but we are a show about partying, so we're going to let you take the wheel on this one.
I'm kind of feeling, I want to talk about partying a little bit. That's for dang sure.
Okay. All right.
I think we could start with partying and then, get into the meat of the matter later.
We'll ease our way
phrase
in.
of the night, meat of the matter.
Meat of the matter.
Okay. Well, Evan, I'm sure you partied pretty hard in your time.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about any recent really cool party stories?
Yeah. So I was in Mexico City for a week with a group of women that I collaborate with. It's called Lady Band. It was started by a local experimental musician named Sandy Ewan. She now lives
yeah.
in New York. She's kind of all over the place, but I went down there with her and, yes, 5 other women, and we did a performance on Thursday night, and it was really, really great, and it was a lot of fun. But on Friday, it was kind of like a lot of the week had been sort of about rehearsing for the performance and doing all these things, and then by Friday, it was like, cool, woo, let's just hang out and party.
Time to party, yeah.
So there's a guy that lives in Mexico City. His name is Juan Garcia. He went to the Moore School of Music here in Houston for a while. He lived in Houston, I think.
UH, what's up?
Yeah. He lived here for quite a bit of time. I want to say probably 6-ish years. But he knows a lot of people in the experimental music community here. And he kind of just invited us all over to hang out. And if you had like some stuff to make sounds with, you could bring that too. So
Ooh.
I had all these tuning forks that I brought and I was making sounds with. So we were all just like hanging out, whatever, chilling, very, very chill house party vibe. My husband and I went over to the corner store and like grabbed all these like Mexican chips that we had never eaten because I love to rage and I love to snack.
Heck
y'all.
yeah.
I'm all about trying local snacks.
Yeah. So we went and got all these local snacks. We got some like beer. When we went over, we were just like hanging out. It was very chill, and then the party was kind of winding down, and it was just me and Juan, my husband Raph, my friends Rachel Roscoe and Tom Carter, and Juan's 2 roommates, and we were the only people there. Oh, and Juan's dog, Sophie. So we played a show for Sophie.
Very important character in the story.
Yeah.
So we did like a 30-minute jam. We're all kind of like drunk and high by that point, and so, you know, it was cool. And so we did all that, and then we kind of cleaned up, and then Juan and his roommate like just turn and look at each other, and they go, "Patrick Miller." And we were like, who's Patrick Miller? And they're like, no. It's not a person. It's a place.
Yeah.
So they took us to this club, and it's only open on Fridays. And it is the Mexico City equivalent of Numbers. And it's 30 pesos to get in, which is about like $1.25. They only serve beer, Red Bull, and water, and it's open till 4 a.m, and they play 80s music, and I love Numbers. After I got married, my husband and I went straight to Numbers afterwards.
For those who don't know, Numbers is a club here in Houston that plays a lot of 80s music. They have 80s night, goth night. It's the place to be if you're a fan of the 80s.
Yeah. So
And for those of you who don't know, come on, get out.
Yeah.
you should go to Numbers. It's an institution for sure. But it was really cool because so when you go to like dance clubs in the U.S., everybody all kind of dances together, but that's not what happens.
Yes, it's called line dancing.
Well, like everybody's together out on the dance floor, but at Patrick Miller, they have these dance battles. So they're like,
Whoa.
yeah,
That sounds wicked.
so they're like 6 like circles on the dance floor, and then 2 people hop in at a time, and then they dance off. So it's this weird thing where you go out on the dance floor, and more than half the people aren't actually dancing; they're just watching these dance battles. And apparently, there's an etiquette, and we learned that the hard way because my husband, he likes this kind of music called hardstyle, and there's this dancing that's called shuffling. So he tried to like just hop into one of the circles to like shuffle, and this guy just like came and just pushed him out.
Whoa.
And then my husband was like, "Wow, what the hell? Like, I'm gonna dance anyway." And then Juan was like, "No. You need to go get him."
Not at Patrick Miller's.
But I have, for all of the people watching, I have this Patrick Miller.
Wait.
Poker chip.
I have it's a drink token.
Here, I'll hold it up to the...
That's a drink token?
Yeah, it's a poker chip. It says Patrick Miller on
So
it.
do you have
If you want to touch it, touch your camera now, or your screen.
So you when you get in, you have to buy tokens to get drinks. It's not
okay.
like a cash bar, so you have to get these tokens.
Gotcha.
But that was a lot of It was a lot of freaking fun.
Now, what side shuffling? Is that the name of the dance?
No, it's just called shuffling.
Shuffling. Okay.
Hardstyle/shuffling.
Hardstyle.
.exe run.
Hardstyle is the music that you shuffle to, or you can pretty much shuffle to whatever, but I think that I don't know much about this, but
I mean, I've always understood the shuffling to be a dance itself. Like, instead of like a verb, like, hey, he's doing a little shuffle.
There's like a specific like dance move. It's kind of like doing the Running Man.
See, I've watched your husband's Instagram because y'all went to Vietnam recently, correct? And there was, it felt like you went to a wedding every day.
Yeah,
at least according to the Instagram.
That video of him running through those people in the shopping mall dancing.
Oh no,
what was happening there?
That was at a buffet. We were at this weird resort. Oh man, New Year's.
Luby's of Vietnam.
Yeah.
We were at this weird resort that was on an island for New Year's, and we got there, and it was just full of Russian tourists.
This sounds great.
So
does it? I don't know. Finish the story here.
It was very weird. My sister-in-law at one point just kind of like leaned over to me and was like, "This is like a bad acid trip," and then and I was like, yeah, it kind of is. But you know what? I'm just going to lean into this. I'm going to have a good time. And like Raph and I were like, we're never going to see these people again.
That is a key component to having a good time, is not caring about what anyone around you will say. And if they're all strangers you'll never see again, it's great.
And not a whole lot of them could speak English. I tried. And I was entirely too friendly for many of them. They were like, who is this weirdo lady that wants to talk to my child? Because that totally happened. Like, hi, I'm wasted. What's up, kid?
So
you shuffle?
Yeah.
How many countries have you danced in?
Ooh.
You know, I haven't really. I've only been to 3 other countries. I've just gone to 2 countries recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the third?
So, I went to the UK right when I graduated from high school, and that was during the time. This was like 2006, so like. It's
so you were still waltzing back then.
I was still like dancing.
Still hardstyle though.
Dancing is for stupids. I don't dance.
What?
Yeah, I know. Why was I ever like that?
I've always had the rhythm in me, man. I love dancing.
I love dancing too, but I was also very much caught up in, I think, the time where, everybody's like, dancing is for lames.
Was that a big thing? What year was this?
2006. I don't know. It felt like that at the time.
That was when the lames and the normcores really owned dancing.
Yeah.
It wasn't until we got it back.
Yeah.
In
when
09.
Obama came into office.
There's probably a little bit of self-consciousness built into that. So
I was going to say, I feel like I just got more comfortable with dancing as I got older. I wasn't like, this is
sure.
lame. I was like, man, I wish I could dance.
Yeah.
And now that I'm older, I'm like, I don't care if I can't dance.
I actually went to Numbers on I went to Numbers last Friday, actually.
Hell yeah.
I went with Chris Odo, who does stand up, and it was me and Chris Odo and Kendall Seymour and
this is the meme group.
the
meetup.
and Abhinav, and I don't know Abhinav's last name, but Abhinav and
Kumar. Should we be saying everyone's last name?
Yeah, might as well at this point.
And home address. Hey, if we just said your name, if you could post your home address in the comments.
Just to make it easier for everyone.
But there was this period of time where Abhinav was just like kind of standing there and like wiggling around.
It's called shuffling.
And I just like went over to Abhinav.
Well, it's soft style wiggling. Yeah.
I like whispered in Abhinav's ear, and I was like, "Nobody's watching you. It doesn't matter. Nobody's watching you." And I don't.
Did he know you were talking about dancing? Because that's a really scary phrase out of context. No one's watching you.
Because I was like, no one's watching you, man. Just dance. And then he danced, and I think he had a good time.
Good.
We got up on the stage, which I never get up on the stage.
That is a clear sign that you're having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know about everyone else, but y'all are having a good time.
Yeah. So, I've obviously done some partying.
Sure, I like to rage.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting a call already. All right. Hey, you're on Effin Rager.
I have a question for the guests and the hosts.
Okay.
And it's dance related. Excuse me. Now, don't worry. It's not about Obama or Trump or nothing like that. I'm an old KPFT listener.
Oh.
This is my first time hearing your wonderful, energetic party show all night.
Oh, thank you so much.
So what's the question about dancing?
I mean, I tune in every now and then, and we've been called in a couple times. I don't know if you guys remember, but my question is inspired.
Oh, I know who this is.
I know who it is too.
Yeah,
it's the old guy.
Yeah.
Evan introduced me earlier, so we
He's
were
still
talking,
wiggling?
and,
He's still soft?
He's still soft wiggling.
My question was you guys have talked about all these places in Mexico, and but what is your favorite place to go dancing in Houston?
Oh. All right. Well, thank you very much for calling
Favorite place
in.
to dance in Houston?
Opinev. Numbers.
All right. Numbers from Evan. Ned, what about you?
I haven't gone out like dancing in a while. I really like Barbarella, but I feel like the last time I went, I was like, yeah.
There was a time where you, me, and Billy, friend of the show, would all go to Barbarella like every weekend.
It was like after a lot of station theater shows too.
Yeah.
I would just end up there.
We'd perform. We'd get drunk. We'd go to Barbarella. We'd get pizza. But I don't know if I can say Barbarella is my favorite place to dance.
Yeah.
My favorite place to dance in the city of Houston is wherever my feet are stepping.
What?
Baby. Look,
That's not fair.
If I can hear music either outside or inside my head, I'm moving and grooving, dude. And I love to dance.
I watched Billy Elliot last night. You just gave me some really hard Billy Elliot vibes.
Ooh.
So he just was dancing wherever.
I'm just waiting for my dad to tell me to stop dancing at any moment. It's like, I just want to dance, Dad. I've never seen Billy Elliot. I assume that's a line.
It was really enjoyable. I had never seen it either, and it was good. Everybody should watch Billy Elliot.
I've heard fantastic things.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, I'm going to watch it now.
Lindsay's also saying Arlo's is her answer.
Oh, yeah. I was.
Remember Arlo's.
Yeah, I was like a hardcore Arlo's volunteer.
Yeah.
I just was there, and I helped out, and I may or may not have gotten compensated in alcoholic
That's fine.
But yeah, that was a good time. I had my 27th birthday party there.
Ooh.
Nice. What was that like?
Good Rager? Effin Rager?
Oh, it was good. I had Choco Tacos. I got on the balcony.
What?
And I
Where?
Ned is convinced that they stopped making Choco Tacos.
Where can I get a Choco Taco in Houston?
You will have to ask. You'll have to ask around.
It's always another thread.
But my
You're gonna have
friend-
to go ask this person. You have to go under this bridge.
My friend showed up with like 15 Choco Tacos, and I threw them down.
Evan, those were the last 15. I hope you enjoyed them.
It sounds like you just threw them down.
Get them while they're cold.
Just throwing Gutenberg Bibles on the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you just showed up with Choco Tacos and you danced all night?
Yeah, totally.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was fun. I used to DJ there too, so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How long have you been DJing?
I wouldn't really call myself a DJ.
Oh, okay.
I just DJ when people want me to.
Gotcha.
I've DJ'd some Zine Fest. I help run Zine Fest Houston too.
Yeah.
And before I did that.
Zine Fest? Big friend of the show.
Yeah.
Big time
Yeah.
friend.
Before I was like in the leadership position that I am now within Zine Fest, I used to like help them put together events, and sometimes I would DJ them, and that was fun. So
You've used a DJ name before though.
Yeah.
What is it?
DJ Too Deep.
Yeah.
And it's because one, I'm just like too deep for all of y'all. And then two, my husband helps me with everything. So I'm always like rolling too deep.
Aww.
Yeah.
Man, you made us laugh and you made us cry.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
What are you, Little Miss Sunshine? Jeez.
Speaking of a lot of emotions, let's talk about experimental action. Let's talk about that because the festival is coming up.
Yes, it is.
All right. First off, what is experimental action?
Experimental Action is a 3-day international performance art festival that happens in Houston every other year. So the founding of it was in 2017. I co-founded it with Julia Wallace, who is an amazing person to begin with. And then also she kind of shepherded me into making performance art, because she had a performance art group many years ago called Continuum Performance Art. And so I started hanging out with Continuum, and then I started making my own performance art. And then she was working on another festival, and I volunteered for that festival. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. We have all these people from all over the world here to do this thing. And, like, I want to keep that going.
Yeah.
So that festival ended, and then Julie and I were like, well, why don't we just make a new one? So, yeah, our first festival was in 2017. I co-founded it again, and then I co-directed that iteration of it. And now my role within the festival is that I'm facilitating an hour-long showcase that is called Merge. It's an hour dedicated to, like, long-form durational performance art, but everybody is performing at the same time in the space, which is Rockefeller's this year.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
you get to, like, walk around and see all these happening at once, like, continuously.
It's kind of like it's like if you go into, like, a museum or an art gallery or something like that. It's like, where they're everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, there's going to be something else happening for the first hour of the actual festival.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, the festival is this week. It's the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Mm-hmm. The 21st is at Rockefeller's, and the 22nd...
That's Thursday night?
Yes.
Okay.
It starts at 9 p.m. So from 9 to 10 is going to be the showcase that I'm putting together. And then there's going to be performances after that. And then Friday and Saturday night, we're doing it at the Secret Group.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about performance art is because it is... Some things can be like... The whole kind of... Not byline, but the kind of catch for, I don't know what to really call it, is this year the focus is on calculated risk, which is like taking risks, but being thoughtful about what you're doing, not only in terms of what the performer themselves is doing, but of your audience, because the audience is so much a part of it. With that being said, there are a lot of venues that are like, ooh, you might, like, break something, or ooh, like, I don't know.
We're a China shop. I don't know if we can have this.
Yeah, because it can get, like, some stuff can seem very, very intense, and some spaces are like, I don't know if we want to put our, But the Secret Group, we did a night at the Secret Group in 2017, and all the guys from the Secret Group were, like, afterwards came up to us and said, that was really freaking cool. When can you do it again? So we're doing 2 nights there, and I'm really, really super.
That's awesome.
We're all
That's
super grateful. It's such a great space too, and I really, really appreciate that they're trying to bring in not just comedy and not just music and not just DJs and not just 90s night or whatever. But they want to have, like, some
really
some
diverse
serious,
programming, yeah,
cutting edge stuff. So I'm super, super grateful for that.
Now, I've had to book local performers for one night of a show, and that can be a little bit of a headache. Mm-hmm. What is it like having to book people from all over the world for a multi-day festival?
Well, there's a lot of emails. There's a lot of Skyping. There's a lot of Facebook Messenger. For me and my part for this year's iteration, I've been talking back and forth with an artist named Isa Fontbana. Sorry, Isa. I actually just met her for the first time today at the Secret Group right before I came here, because we were doing a walkthrough with some of the artists. So I've been coordinating with her on her piece and what her needs are for her piece, and I'm really, really excited about it. And it's this thing where we've been talking for quite a bit of time now, and she's been nothing but sweet and kind, and like, I feel like I should be in a place where I'm definitely always trying to be accommodating of what artists need. But Isa was like, I'm just so flexible. She doesn't sound like that. she's just,
hey, it's me.
she's just been super, super lovely. And today at Secret Group, she was like, how can I help? And it's like, I'm going to put you to work. You're performing in the festival. And she's like, no. So she was stuffing lanyards.
Oh.
She's so sweet. So I hope that she's listening. Hi, Issa. Welcome to Houston.
Now, if I could take this a little bit more personal, it sounds like you being involved in Theme Fest Houston, DJing is Too Deep, and an all-around dance clown, and now you're doing performance art. What brought you to performance art?
I have a background. I did theater in middle and high school. And then when I was in high school, I kind of switched over to playing guitar, and I started learning how to play the guitar. So I'm kind of like used to being in front of people. And I don't know, once I found out that I could do like all the things that I want to do and say what I wanted to say in like a very freeing way, like performance art for me and for a lot of people, I think is almost a form of therapy. It's been an extremely positive thing in my life in terms of getting an outlet for any kind of feelings that I'm having. And once I realized that I could create work that was deeply personal, and use and put it out there in such a way that I could impart like the feelings inside of me in a direct way to audience members and actually have them be a part of it, was extremely freeing for me. So to get serious.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
That's fine. That's fine.
And pretty much any performance artist you'll know will probably say something like that, and because it's true. You get to get up there and you get to do the thing or express that idea.
I do find. Oh, I'm sorry.
And what's cool about it is that you can draw from so many different mediums. Like I draw from my theater background. I draw from my music background. I draw from just being a dance clown and just like a clowny funny lady. I've been trying to make work that's a little bit more humorous and not so serious because I feel like I took myself really serious for a really long time. But I'm funny, so I might as well be funny too, while talking about serious stuff. So yeah.
So I was just thinking, I've put comics up and you see the likes on Instagram come up and that feels good. But there is something about, we are all performers and our medium is all performative. And I agree, it's very cathartic to get up there, even if it's just 5 minutes. Like I remember the show just this past week, leading up to it, I went to the bathroom 9 times. And then I finally did it. I was lost on stage in that moment. And as soon as it was done, hearing the uproarious applause, the standing ovation, I seem to remember happening. I don't know. But
those people standing up to make sure you're okay. You fainted.
No, it just feels. It's an incredible feeling to do a performance and to get an immediate response from it. I imagine performance art is just a little different.
It can be very similar. I feel like as people that have done stand-up, like there have definitely been pieces where I'm like, man, I totally just bombed that. And it actually happened
to me.
That's
a deep cut, by the way.
And I mean, that's totally happened to you both, right?
Oh yeah, never.
Yes, but yes. I did a
horribly.
Piece,
yeah.
I did a piece last year that just really did not land well with the audience that I was interacting with, and it really, really, really bummed me out. Yeah, it really, really bummed me out, and I thought about taking kind of a break from doing performance. But I read I was just kind of surfing around on social media, and this woman who's an experimental turntablist, her name is Maria Chavez. She's absolutely...
Ooh, she does the broken records,
right?
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, that stuff's cool.
She's so cool, but she posted something along the lines on her Instagram story about how artists get so caught up, and you know the old saying, like, you're only as good as your last performance, and how like so detrimental that line of thinking is to actually creating. And it's giving, and you know you can't expect it from every audience at all, but it's like you have to give yourself space to mess up. And if it's not good every time, you at least like did it, and you're better off for doing it and you learn something from it.
Yeah.
So that's something, and I think especially with performance art, when you're on a stage and you are there and you are doing the thing and all the attention is really on you, there's this huge pressure, like in stand-up, where if you flop, then you flop, or if you don't feel 100%, like it's hard.
It's going to affect. You're not going to be able
Yeah.
to get back up to it sometimes.
I find that incredibly interesting because for comedians, if something doesn't do well, we just go to an open mic and we workshop it. With performance art, is it encouraged to do multiple performances, or is it like a one and done?
Yeah, I think so. The stuff that I'm working on right now is just different versions of something that I've been kind of working with within the past year. And I actually had a discussion with Julia because I am performing in the festival, and this is my first time performing in the festival as like a featured artist. I was talking to Julia about how I was trying to do something different and how I wanted to do something different because I felt like I had been kind of doing the same thing for a really long time, and that thought process kind of stemmed from that performance that kind of flopped in my mind at the end of last year. So I was trying to do something different, and I like videotaped it and I tried to rehearse it, and it didn't feel right. And I went up to Julia today and I was like, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to stick with what I've already been doing. And it's not because I don't want to take that calculated risk that we've been talking about throughout this whole process, but it's like I want to be true to who I am, and I want to make sure that what I'm doing, like, you know, a lot of what I do is improv too. Like a lot of my performance work has been improvisational. So I wanted to do this thing with like a pre-recorded video, and the pacing just wasn't right, and it just wasn't right. And I was like, I need to do this in real time. And that's what I've been doing. So that's what you're going to see from me in the festival.
Ooh, very interested to check that out.
Yeah.
Are you performing every night at the festival?
No. So I'm performing on Saturday night.
Okay.
And how it works is that the festival is 3 nights. And you can buy tickets for all 3 nights until Wednesday. And that's like $53 for all 3 nights. And then after that, you have to buy individual tickets to individual nights. So it's $20. So let's say, Ned, you want to come see me on Saturday. It'd be $20. If you want to come for the whole thing, it's $53.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I'm going to be one of many people performing that night. And what's kind of cool is that there's not necessarily like a set schedule. Like I know I'm performing on Saturday. I'm not really sure what time. But yeah, it's just kind of, we have so many people coming in from out of town, so that it's sort of like, oh yeah, once you get into this space, because this festival is also completely artist run. Like everybody that puts on experimental action is a performance artist, or if they're not a performance artist, they're a writer or marketing guru, or have been a part of the performance art community in Houston for years. So it's just, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, it's artist run, and with that, you know, we take consideration into what our artists need when they get into the space in that moment, and we adjust accordingly, because our job is to make the art be seen in the best way that we can facilitate that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I'm excited about it. You were telling me about some of the pieces from 2017. That sounded just crazy. Like
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. I'll definitely be out at Merge on Thursday after our improv show.
Yeah, and we also on Wednesday night we have a kickoff party that's free. So if you're free on Wednesday, yeah, it's gonna be at Natsuo. And do you guys know about Natsuo?
Yes.
Well, do you know this about Natsuo? So Natsuo is a social, like the building itself is a social sculpture. It is Jim Pirtle's grand art masterpiece. It's a place where he's lived for like the last 20 plus years, and it's a bar, and it's
I just imagine his artist thesis statement was, how can I make a building more flammable?
No, he's actually done a lot of, especially after what happened at Ghost Ship in Oakland, they've done some really, really, really heavy cleaning, because Natsuo used to be a department store, and he kind of just kept all the stuff that was in an department store. but within the last couple of years, he's definitely scaled back on the amount of stuff that's in it. It's definitely become, it's still very much a social sculpture, but it's also a place where he lives and a place where he works and a place where he has shows
so many
downstairs.
shows, yeah.
Yeah, so what's cool about Wednesday is that it's totally free. Some of the artists from the festival will definitely be there, me for one of them, and probably some of our out-of-town people. So if for some reason you want to just come and like say hey, you can come say hey, grab a drink. And then Jim's going to be doing a performance on the second floor, which I think only a couple people can come up at a time. And so he used to have house parties on the second floor. And after the thing with Ghost Ship and that fire, he like stopped having those house parties.
Oh.
So people used to be able to go up to the second floor all the time. And now there's kind of like a restricted access. So if for some reason you wanted to just kind of, it's a really, really incredible spot. And Jim has been making performance art in Houston for at least the last 35 years. He's prolific, and I feel like as he gets older, not only does his stuff still really, really funny, but I think that it's very poignant and thoughtful too, in a way that you probably wouldn't expect from Jim Pirtle if you saw him on the street. So I'm really, really excited about it.
Well, speaking of funny, thoughtful, and poignant, I want to move into something. Evan, you brought a little friend with you today.
Oh, I brought some little friends today.
All right. Well, we brought a little friend of ours as well. Let me grab this real quick. Okay, so those listening at home can see that Evan and I both have gigantic stuffed minions. Evan, yours is Kevin the Minion.
Yeah, I think that's his name. I don't know. I've never seen any of his movies.
It is Kevin. This is Stuart. David the Minion is the one-eyed with he looks frumpy and sad, and Bob is the one with two eyes.
Hey, how come your minion has cooler goggles than ours? I just realized this. We got gypped.
Where'd you get that minion?
I got this minion. I went to the rodeo like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm born and raised in Houston. I've lived in Houston my entire life, and I'd never been to the cook-off, and I got to go to the cook-off.
The chat just exploded.
Oh, wow.
Everyone, no, oh my God, no.
Oh, wow, we're getting some angry.
Yeah, whatever, haters.
Good, man.
But I got this minion because I got to go to the cook-off, which is an Effin Rager, y'all.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I've heard.
I've never been.
Oh man, I feel like it's like invite only. You gotta like know some people.
Oh, I've been invited. I always just turn
My
it
family
down.
has a tent every year.
Oh my God,
But
your
you have a
parents
tent?
have a tent?
Not my
What?
parents, my uncle.
You need to go.
Yeah, let us go.
Oh my God,
Connor.
no. Okay, so this is how it works. This is how it works. Is every tent. There's open bar and free food.
Hey guys, the next 3 callers gets to go with us to the rodeo.
Look, combining an open bar with my family is not a good idea.
Okay, well that's the thing is that you just get drunk and then you ditch your family and then you just like go to the carnival. So I got like all pork drunk and pork drunk and beer drunk, and then I got really good at that like water shooter game, and like
You're just shooting it into your mouth.
I've always lamented about my inability to win anything, and I won this
beautiful specimen.
Like,
look at this real hair too.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Ours does not have real hair.
Ours is painted on.
It might be real Rogaine though.
Where did you get this?
I think Cass gave it to me.
That sounds friend of the show.
Somebody. Look, guys, there's a thing. No one in this room has ever seen Minions before.
It's true.
Yet we subscribe to Minion culture, much like we subscribe to weed culture. It's just cultures we really appreciate.
Yeah, but we do not partake in.
Yeah, we don't partake in them, but people just give us Minion stuff all the time.
It started with one, and then we both were like, LOL, Minions are cool, haha. And then we're also in the Minion meme group.
Well, yeah, we run that. We monitor. See, we run a very successful meme group. We've also got our meme keychains here. I mean, not meme, Minion. They're memes.
Hang on, I got mine.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Let's just jingle these into the mic.
I have Kevin, the one that you have.
He's got a gun.
Yeah, I've got a William Tell thing going on here.
Yeah, so we have currently 5 minions.
There's 5 minions. We got
There's
another
this
Kevin.
little one.
Yeah.
I should have brought my other one. We could have had.
There's like 3 minion things in my car right now.
Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure my car runs on minion.
Anyway, people are really digging this minion talk. It seems. Is there a particular reason why you like them without having seen any of the movies?
My husband used to work at a lab, and one year, everybody in the lab all went on a pub crawl on Halloween, and they all dressed up like minions. And I was
Hell
like-
yeah!
I was like,
Are there any photos?
there are probably photos. I still have the hat that he made that looks like this one. It has one eyeball on it, but I was like, that's so stupid. And then I think
Also, his name is Stuart.
it's okay.
Yeah, you must have been. That's so Stewart.
I read an article about why people love minions, and then I just saw some like, the funny like old lady memes.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought that it was just kind of ridiculous and silly. And then what kind of pushed me over the edge is that Maria Elisa Hegg
Call
hates,
out,
Friend of the show.
she hates minions. And so then I was like, oh, you hate
interesting.
Oh, you hate minions.
She's in the minion group.
I'm gonna send you a bunch of minion memes. So that's really.
Wait, Evan, are you in the group?
No.
You're about to get added right now.
Yes.
Hey, if anyone wants to be added to the Minion group, go ahead and sign up via the chat. But know that once you get added, you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah, we added Maria, and when she quit, we just added her back, and now she just wisely muted the chat.
Yeah, wise. But now I'm going to post in it right now.
So I've talked on one of Ned's other podcasts, The Stacks, about specifically Minions. And the thing about it, I don't think it hurts anyone. It's slapstick, it's goofy, fun humor that's not at anyone else's expense. Finally, the Three Stooges are back, and they're yellow banana people.
Yeah. Are they gender? I mean, I feel
It sounds like
they-
Maria's is not muted because she just responded to the Minion chat.
I think they are gendered. I mean, they
I-
all have male names,
Yeah, but
or
but
names
it could
commonly
be
associated with males.
it could be like a Steven Universe thing where like all the gems are outwardly femme, but they're not. They don't necessarily have gender.
I don't want to know if these things have genders. I think they should keep their trousers.
I want to know so little about Minion. That's like why I refuse to see the movie. Because what if I start hating them? This is such a big part of my personality.
Dude, number one selling animated franchise of all time. Something tells me we gonna like it.
Sure, I know the numbers.
Then again, Aquaman sucked.
Is Aquaman number 1?
It made $1 billion.
That movie didn't even have minions in it.
I don't know if it's number one. I'm not gonna boast about that.
My minion is covered in cat hair. My cat's like the minion too.
Oh, yeah, because who doesn't like minions?
Maria. All right, that's enough minion chat.
At least to the side.
All right, so we don't have very much longer left. Do you have any cool party stories, or have you ever had like
or just party theory you want to get out there? I feel like we haven't really talked about like.
Oh, well, I want to. If I could take a moment, I would love to. Merge my love of partying with my love of performance art. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I freaking love karaoke.
Oh,
This
me
is-
too.
I know, because we've totally karaoke'd together.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun at the secret group. Also,
I've karaoke'd a lot of places.
Across the land.
so me and the other co-founder of the festival, Julia, we love to karaoke.
Hell yes.
And what's cool about having the kickoff party on Wednesday at Not So is that they do karaoke at Dean's on Wednesday, which is literally they're literally the same building. There's just a wall in between them.
Awesome.
So there's probably going to be a lot of back and forth between.
How long is that mic cable?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, I feel like they used to have wireless mics.
You just need to bring your wireless setup. Guys, if you're listening and you're going to that party on Wednesday, bring your wireless setup.
Yeah.
Headset microphones, preferably.
I'm going to do a pop-up performance that I'm like an audience member who then you have to follow to another location to watch them sing.
Hey,
I can't bear
actually
Yoki.
really like this idea. Do you want to talk about it later?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm booking a show.
What's up? A traveling karaoke party where you have to find it in Houston via GPS.
Oh,
you get
that
there
is-
and we just keep moving. It's like a pedal party.
This is really a really great idea.
It's a great idea. Copyright Ned Gale.
We should get a pedal. We should just get a pedal party and a portable karaoke machine and ride around town singing to people.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Let's make those things way more annoying.
Yeah. Oh, and then
Oh no, it only has warrant songs.
Oh, and they're all vaping.
what else? Oh, they're just like some other so Julie and I love to karaoke, and we're definitely gonna karaoke on Wednesday.
Okay.
We're gonna probably just be hopping back and forth between Natsu and Dean's with all these really awesome artists from all over the world. I'm talking Germany,
Yeah.
Netherlands,
Yeah.
Chile,
Yeah.
Spain,
Yeah.
some other places. I
Yeah.
can't remember off the
Oh
top
my
of my head.
god! What is this? The Olympics?
Yeah, I know, right? So we're gonna be doing that, and then I just kind of want to go through everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing that on Wednesday night, not so. I think it starts at like 8 or 9, and then the next day on Thursday we have another free event that we put together with the Houston Center for Contemporary Craft, with Antonius Bui and Tanya Nguyen, called Queering the Wheel. So it's going to be from 6 to 8 in the parking lot of Houston Center for Contemporary Craft, which I think is 4848 Main Street. It's pretty close by. So there's going to be, it's 2 hours. There's going to be stuff from Devin Kenny, Emily Ayer, Tanya, Antonius. Oh, who else? Oh my God. It's going to be amazing. I'm really, 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 really excited about it. It's in the parking lot. Think about the wheel in the parking lot. I don't want to give away like too much information. But
Is this a demolition derby?
who knows? But Antonius is currently a resident at.
Yeah, we just saw some of their work. Friday? Friday, yeah.
They have some stuff up at Lawndale, but they're currently an artist in residency at Center for Contemporary Craft. So they're doing that with Tanya from 6 to 8, and then Merge starts at 9 at Rockefeller's. So the thing at HCCC, how many?
HCCC.
We just always
HCCC.
called it the Craft Center.
Craft Center. The thing at the Craft Center is from 6 to 8, and that's free and open to the public. And then after that is the festival.
Festival
and that's-
begins. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when the paid stuff happens. And you can buy tickets on our website. It's experimentalaction.com.
Awesome.
And you have until Wednesday to buy 3-day passes. After Wednesday, you can only buy tickets at the door.
Well, I demand that you guys all buy them tonight.
Yeah, me
Alright.
too.
Well.
Using the
Wow.
offer code Effin right now.
All right. With that, it's time to move into our last segment of the night. Here we go. I want a new plug. Tell me what's going on. Tell us all the stuff you're doing after you sing this song. All right,
Yeah.
Evan, would you like to plug anything?
Sorry, I forgot they all did this. Oh man, I suck. You guys should come to the festival. I've been working on it for like the last really long time.
All right.
Since 2016. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Come to Natsu on Wednesday. Come to Center for Contemporary Craft on Thursday. Come to Rockefeller's on Thursday. Friday, come to Secret Group. Saturday, come to Homeland HL or something like that. Oh my God, I suck. We are having a free artist talk at Paul Mittendorf's gallery, and then we have the last night of the festival on Saturday at the Secret Group.
Big weekend.
It's a big, big, big weekend. I'm really, really excited to meet a bunch of new people. That's the coolest thing about this festival too, is that you just meet.
That's what it's all about. The Ragers. You meet other people who rage as well.
Although we
Yeah.
do have a policy in the management team that you're not allowed to sleep with anybody from the festival until after the last performance.
Ooh.
Keep it in your pants, guys.
Saturday night, check out the Motel 8 right next to Secret Group. It's going to be wet.
Ned's going to be there with a 6-pack of brews.
Yeah.
I'm not even in the festival.
Yeah,
why do I have to wait?
Because you just be like, fingers crossed. All right, Ned, do you have anything to plug?
Yep, every Thursday, Futile Society Improv at the Secret Group, $5 at 8 p.m. This Friday, I'm playing a cyberpunk thing. I still don't understand. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday night, Space Cadets, Guacamole Police, and Swimwear Department will be at Rudyard's.
All right. As for me, tomorrow night at Rudyard's, one of my stories got selected for Grown Up Story Time. It's the first story I've written in a very, very long time, so I'm very excited. So that'll be at 8 p.m. at Rudyard's tomorrow. Go check it out. Then on Friday, I will be at the Cyberpunk show, dressed up as a cyberpunkman, and I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be raging. I'm gonna be Mike.
To quote Quanner.
Yeah,
to
brother.
Quote Connor.
To quote Quana. All right.
He will be out cyberpunking and challenging everyone's knowledge of this genre.
I'm going to try and trick as many people as I can to admit that they are red pill people. I'll be like, it's from The Matrix. Do you like The Matrix?
My hope is we'll have some audio to play on the show next week or the week after for finally a return to an edition of Man Barely on the Street.
Yes, yeah, that's what we are hoping. And let's see, I think that's it for me in terms of performances. That's everything. All right, any parting words, Evan?
Be excellent to each other and party on people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dudes is like so 2008. I don't say dude anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm living in the past. Wait,
kidding.
that
My favorite Blink-182 album is People Ranch. Bye.
Bye.